video, we are going to solve very important questions from section A and section B. Practice well and be confident to face the pre-board exam. Feel free to pause my video and solve your questions and check answers. Question number 1. For what value of k does the pair of linear equation as a unique solution? What is the condition for unique solution? a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2, isn't it? So what is a1, a2, b1, b2? Filter from the equation. a1 is 2, isn't it? b1 is k, a2 is 4 and B2 is 6. So I'm just taking these two and I'm going to equate it. So A1 by A2 is 2 by 4 is not equal to K by 6. So I'm cancelling 2 and 4, so it is 1 by 2 times. So I'm swapping the left hand side and right hand side. So K by 6 is not equal to 1 by 2, isn't it? So if I take 6 to the other side, I will get K is not equal to 6 by 2, which means K is not equal to 3. So the option is B, K not equal to 3. Question number 2. The point which divides a line segment joining the points. So the points is named as x1 y1 and x2 y2 in the ratio m is to n internally. If the point divides a line segment internally, then the formula is point x comma y is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Similarly, for the y coordinates, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So I'm just going to find the point which is dividing the line segments internally in the ratio 1 is to 2. So substitute the values in the formula. M is 1, x2 is 3, plus n is 2, x1 is 7 by m plus n, that is 1 plus 2. Similarly, substitute for the y coordinates. M is 1, y2 is 4, plus n is 2, y1 is minus 6 by 1 plus 2. So if you multiply, 3 plus 14 is going to be 17 by 3, and this will be 4 minus 12, so it is minus 8 by 3. So here the x coordinate is positive and the y coordinate is negative. No need to divide it, just see the sign. Now draw the quadrants. In the first quadrant, the both x and y are positive, isn't it? In the second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. In the third quadrant, both the x and y coordinate are negative. In the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. So now you know the points lies in the fourth quadrant. So the option is D, fourth quadrant. Come to the next question. If the points are collinear, then the value of k is. So I'm just naming the point as A, B, and C. If all the 3 points lies on the same line, that we call it as collinear. Then how I will find the value of k? Okay. If the points are collinear, slope of AB will be equal to slope of BC. So what is slope of AB? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, isn't it? So I'm just naming the points x1 y1, x2 y2 and x3 y3. And what is slope of BC? y3 minus y2 by x2 minus x1. That is change in y-axis by change in x-axis. Okay, for my convenient I am named as 1, 2, 3. Now what is y2 minus y1? 1 minus of minus 2 by x2 minus x1 is 5 minus 7. Substitute the values and find the answer for the same. So which gives me 3 by minus 2 is equal to k minus 1 by minus 2. Minus 2 get cancelled. Now I am going to equate k minus 1 equal to 3. Isn't it? I am swapping the left and right. So k is equal to 3 plus 1. So which implies k is equal to 4, which is option A. In a right angle triangle ABC, right angled at B. If I name the triangle as ABC right angled at B, it's 90 degree. They already given tan A is 1. So when tan will be 1, at what degree? So I know it is tan 45 degree, isn't it? So I know the angle at A is going to be 45. So A is 45 degree. Now I need to find 2 sin A and cos A. 2 sin A into cos A, that is 2 sin 45 into cos 45. So what is 2 sine 45? Sine 45 will be the value of sine at 45 degree is 1 by root 2 and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So 2 into 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 will become 1 by 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. So the answer is 1. The option is B. Question number 5. If n is an even natural number, then the largest natural number by which n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 is divisible by. So I know if n is a even natural number, the smallest even natural number is 2. So I'm going to substitute the values. So if I substitute the value, I will get the product of 2 times 3 times 4, which is going to be 24. So when I substitute the smallest even natural number, the number I'm getting is 24. For the next even number, I will get the number which is a multiples of 24. So the option is D. So for any even natural number, n into n plus 1, n plus 2 is divisible by 24. So come to the question number 6. For the following class distribution, so the class and frequency is given. So what is the question? The sum of lower limits. So I need to concentrate only on the lower limits of median class and model class. So we have to check the frequency for the median class. So median has to be arranged always in ascending order. So remember that. So if I arrange ascending order, it is going to be 9 first, 10 second, 12 third, isn't it? 15 fourth and 25th. So if I arrange, it is going to be 9, 10, 12, 15, 20. So the middle value is called median, which is 12. So what is the class for the median 12? The classes, that is a median class, right? Median class is 10 to 15. So 10 we call it as lower limit, and 15 we call it as upper limit. So for this I am circling the lower limit. Now I am going to find the modal class. Mode means the repeated frequency. So which frequency is higher? Which is 20, isn't it? So for that 20, what is the modal class? It is 15 to 20. And 15 is the lower limit and 20 is the upper limit. Again, I need only the lower limits, right? So which is 15. The sum of, so I'm going to add the median class and the modal class. That is, median class plus modal class will give you the answer, which is going to be 10 plus 15, that is 25, isn't it? So the option is B, 25. Let's move on to question number 7. The point on x-axis. They said the point is going to be on x-axis, which means I can specify the coordinates as x comma 0. So if the point is on x-axis, y is equal to 0. Okay, so I am specifying with the letter P, which is equidistant from the point. So I'm going to take this as A and this as B. Okay, so they said equidistant. So the distance between them are going to be equal. So PA is equal to PB. Square on both sides. So it will become PA square is equal to PB square, isn't it? So what is the distance formula? Distance formula is root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So if I take the square root will be removed, isn't it? So it is just for PA, the point P is x comma 0 and A is minus 1 comma 0, isn't it? So now I am just labeling it as x1 y1 x2 y2 and substituting in the formula x2 minus x1. So minus 1 minus x the whole square plus y2 minus y1, so 0 minus 0 the whole square will be equal to now PB. So in order to specify PB, so P is again x comma 0 and B is 5 comma 0. So x1 y1 x2 y2. So x2 minus x1 will be 5 minus x the whole square plus 0 minus 0 the whole square, isn't it? So if you just remove the zeros, you will get minus 1 minus x the whole square will be equal to 5 minus x the whole square. So expand it. So a minus b the whole square will be a square plus b square minus 2ab. A is minus 1, b is x equal to again a minus b the whole square. So it is 5 square plus b square minus 2ab, isn't it? Minus 10x. So cancel x square on both sides. If you transpose, anyway it will be subtracted and to get 0. So minus 1 the whole square will be 1, positive 1. Minus into minus is plus 2x equal to 5 square is 25 minus 10x. So transpose to the other side. So if I bring 10x to the other side, 2x plus 10x will be 12x, and it is equal to 25 minus 1, which implies 12x equal to 24, x equal to 2. So now I'm going to substitute in the point x comma 0, that is 2 comma 0. So this is the point on x-axis. So the option is B. If tan A is equal to 5 by 2, I need to find the value of sin A plus cos A into secant A. So I know secant A is 1 by cos A, right? So I'm just replacing secant A as 1 by cos A. So if I use distributive or evaluating the bracket, I will get sin A into 1 by cos A will be sin A by cos A plus cos A by cos A, right? So cos A by cos A is going to be 1. So sin by cos A is tan A plus 1. So I know the value for tan A, which is 5 by 12 plus 1. So if I take LCM, then it is going to be 5 plus 12 by 12, isn't it? So that is going to be 17 by 12, which is option B. There is another way of doing it, so I will show you how. So tan A is 5 by 2, which represent opposite by adjacent. So how you will find hypotenuse? Hypotenuse square is equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. So you will get, so always you know the Pythagorean triplets 5, 12, 13. If the opposite and adjacent are 5 and 12, the longest side length will be 13. That is hypotenuse. So we can get it from here. Hypotenuse square is equal to 25 plus 144, which is going to be 169. So hypotenuse square is 169, which implies hypotenuse is going to be root of 169, which is 13. Okay, so now I know the hypotenuse, so I can substitute the formula for sin A. So what is sin A? Sin A plus cos A into secant. So I can substitute here. Sin A is opposite by hypotenuse by plus cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse into secant A is hypotenuse by adjacent. So if you substitute opposite by hypotenuse, you will get 5 by 13 plus 12 by 13 into 13 by 12. Isn't it? So what is this? You know 5 plus 12 is 17 by 13 into 13 by 12. So cancel 13 and 13. So finally you will get the answer as 17 by 12. So this is the other alternative way of doing it. Let's move on to ninth question. For some integer, every odd integer is of the form. So some integer q. So q takes the form negative numbers, 0 and positive integers, right? So it might be from minus infinity to positive infinity. Any numbers it may take. Every odd, any integers it may take. Every odd integer is of the form. Then which expression is going to give me odd integers? Only odd integers, okay? Suppose, for example, if I take q value as 1 and 2, okay? So it can take any integer, right? So I'm just taking the value 1 and 2. If I substitute 1 here, yes, I will get odd integer. But if I substitute 2 here, it is not going to give me odd integer. So the option A is eliminated. So here, if I take 1, 1 plus 1 is going to give me 2, which is not an odd integer. Again, if I take 1 here, if I substitute q is 1, 2 times 1 is going to be 2. It is a even integer, right? It is not giving me odd answer. So come to this. If I take q as 1, if I substitute q as 1, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Yes, it is giving me odd integer. If I substitute q equal to 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 plus 1 is going to be 5. Yes, it is giving me odd integer. What about the negative values? Suppose if I take q as minus 3. Substitute here, 2 times minus 3 is minus 6 plus 1 will be minus 5. Again, it is giving me odd integer. So option is D. 10th question, if p and q are zeros of quadratic polynomial, so the polynomial is given as f of x equal to 2x square minus 7x plus 3. Find the value of p plus q minus pq. Now P plus Q is the sum of the root and PQ is a product of the root. So from here, I know the sum of the root is going to be minus B by A, which is minus of minus 7 by 2, which is positive 7 by 2. And what is PQ? Product of the root is going to be C by A. So you know it, this is A, B, and C, right? So C is 3 by 2. Now we are going to substitute the values. P plus Q is 7 by 2 minus 3 by 2, which is going to be 4 by 2. After simplifying, I will get 2. So the option is B, 2. Question number 11. The distance of the point minus 4 comma minus 7 from y-axis. So you know the point minus 4 minus 7 will be lying here, right? So from the y-axis, what would be the distance? So if I calculate the distance from the y-axis, you have to take the distance of x. And remember, the distance is always positive. So it is option A, 4 units. So minus 4 will be here, minus 7 will be here, right? So from the y-axis, the distance will be 4 units. Question number 12. The distance between the points 0, comma 5. So I'm naming this as A and I'm naming this as B. So what is the distance formula? So it is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, isn't it? So I'm labeling this point as x1 y1, x2 y2. So x2 minus x1 will be minus 5 minus 0 the whole square plus 0 minus 5 the whole square, which is going to be 25 plus 25, isn't it? So which is root 50. I can write root 50 as 25 times 2. If I take root of 25, it is going to be 5 root 2 units. So the option is B, 5 root 2. If PQ and PR are two tangents to a circle, so let me have a circle here. Okay, and I'm going to draw the tangents, that is PQ and PR. So what is the point of contact? I know P is an external point, okay, and the point of contact is going to be Q and R. So I'm drawing the tangent PQ and PR. So the center is O. So I'm joining this also. Now they have given angle QPR is 46 degree and I need to find what is angle QOR. So in order to find angle QOR, you know the concept. The radius OQ is always perpendicular to the tangent to a circle at the point of contact. So similarly, OR is also radius, so this will be 90 degree. So we have the proof where we know angle QPR plus angle QOR is going to be 180 supplementary. Why? This is because we already proved it, the angle between the tangents. So here the tangents are PQ and PR, right? So the angle between the tangent is 46 degree, that is QPR, is always supplementary to the angle subtended at the center, okay, by the line segment joining the point of contact to the center. So that is angle QOR. So when I add these two angles, I will be getting 180 degree. So 46 degree plus angle QOR. Why I'm substituting 46? Because I know QPR, that is angle between the tangent, is 46 degree. That is going to be 180. So angle QOR will be 180 minus 46, which is 134 degree. The option is B. So coming to the next question, we have to determine the number of zeros of the given polynomial from the graph. So how many zeros are there? So the graph intersect the x-axis at 5 points. So the number of zeros will be the option D, 5. Question number 15. The upper limit of the modal class. What is mode? The repeated number of frequencies, right? So maximum repeated number of frequencies of the data is going to be the mode. So which is repeated? This is a frequency number of students, right? So the most repeated number is 11. So the class of the modal class. Okay, so mode is 11. Modal class is going to be 10 to 20, and I want to find the upper limit. So this is lower limit, isn't it? And this is upper limit. So the option is B, 20. Coming to question number 16. When a die is thrown, what is the property of getting an odd number less than 3? Okay. So what are the total outcomes when a die is thrown? So the phase may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The total outcome is 6, isn't it? So now, the probability of getting an odd number. First, let us say my favorable outcome is to get an odd number. Okay, so getting an odd number is 1, 3, and 5. Okay, from this, I need to get an odd number less than 3. So, which means it is not even equal to 3. So, less than 3 is only 1. So, favorable outcome is 1. So, what is the probability? Formula for probability is favorable outcomes by total outcomes, right? So, the favorable outcome is 1 by total outcome is 6. So, it is going to be 1 by 6. So, the option is A. Question number 17. If tan theta is equal to cot 30 plus theta, so this value of theta is going to be the same here on the left hand side as well as on the right hand side, isn't it? I need to find the value of theta. So remember, we know the tabulations of tan theta, right? So what is the tabulation of tan theta? So tan theta at 0 will be 0 degree and 30 will be 1 by root 3, 1, root 3 and infinity, right? If I want to write cot theta, just the reverse form. So it is infinity, root 3, 1, 1 by root 3 and 0. So compare this, I know tan theta will be equal to cot theta at 45 degree. Similarly, you can see tan 45 is equal to cot 45. Similarly, you can see tan 30 will be cot 60. So you can see here, if I substitute theta equal to 30 degree, okay, tan 30 is going to be cot 30 plus 30. That is cot 60 degree. So both the values are going to be the same, that is equal to 1 by root 3. But I don't want the value. So at what value of theta it is going to be equal? It is option A, 30 degree. Okay, any other values if you substitute here, it won't be the same. So come to question number 18. If sine theta is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so what is sine theta? I know it is opposite by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent now? So adjacent square is equal to hypotenuse square minus opposite square. So from Pythagoras, isn't it? So that is 3 square minus 1 square. So 9 minus 1 is going to be 8. So adjacent square is 8. So what is adjacent side? That is root 8. So this can be written as 4 times 2, or I can say 2 root 2, isn't it? So after finding adjacent, I need to find the value of 2 cot square theta plus 2. So what is cot square? Cot is adjacent by opposite, that is the whole square, because cot square, right? So plus 2. So now I am going to substitute the values here. Adjacent is going to be 2 root 2. Opposite is going to be 1, isn't it? The whole square plus 2. So this is going to be 2 times, what is 2 root to the whole square? 2 square is 4, root 2 square is 2. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8 plus 2. So 8 times 2 is 16 plus 2 will be 18. Isn't it? So the option is D, 18. So come to the 19th sum. Ratio in which the line 3x plus 4y equal to 7 divides a line segment. Think of there is a line segment joining the 2 points 1 comma 2 and minus 2 comma 1. Isn't it? So some line is going to divide this line segment. So I don't know what is that line is going to be at a point P. I'm making it as x comma y. Okay. So I want to find this ratio, so which means the ratio is, I'm just keeping it as k is to 1. So maybe it divides a line segment in the ratio k is to 1. So how can I find the coordinates? I know the point x comma y is going to be equal to m, it's internally, right? So mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. Similarly, my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So now m and n are the ratios k is to 1. So m takes the value k, n takes the value 1, and I'm going to substitute the coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2 points. Okay, so if I substitute, I will get, so after substituting the values, I will get v of x comma y is equal to so and so. So compare x and y. So x equal to minus 2k plus 1 by k plus 1, and y is equal to k plus 2 by k plus 1. So I am going to substitute this point in the line given here. Why I have to substitute? Because I know this point is going to be one of the solution of the line because it intersects, right? So this is going to be one of the solution of this line. So let me substitute here. Okay. Now take LCM. LCM is k plus 1. Use distributive property to evaluate the bracket. So you will get minus 6k plus 3 plus 4k plus 8. Isn't it? Equal to 7. Now I am transposing k plus 1 to the other side and simplify the numerator. So you will get minus 2k plus 11 is equal to 7 times k plus 1. Again evaluate the bracket on the right hand side and transpose. So if you evaluate the bracket and transpose, then you will get minus 2k minus 7k is equal to 7 minus 11. So this will be minus 9k is equal to minus 4. So cancel minus on both sides. So k is equal to 4 by 9. Isn't it? So if I substitute in the ratio k is to 1, so I know the k is to 1 will become 4 by 9 is to 1. So take 9 to the other side or multiply by 9 on both the ratios or multiply by 9 on both the sides. So you will get 4 is to 9. Okay, so this is your answer. So the option is C, 4 is to 9. So the last question of MCQ, the value of 3 cot square 60 plus secant square 45. So we need to substitute the value we have learned from the tabulations, isn't it? So what is cot 60? Cot 60 is 1 by root 3 and you can see it is cot square. So you have to square it. Plus secant square 45. I know cos 45 is 1 by root 2. Isn't it? So what is secant 45? Secant 45 degree will be a reciprocal of it because secant is 1 by cos. So it is root 2 the whole square. Why? Because it is secant square. Now just evaluate inside the brackets. Now evaluate the powers. 1 square is 1. Root 3 square will be 3 plus root 2 square. So it is 2. Root 2 times root 2, isn't it? So cancel this. So you will get 1 plus 2, which is 3. The option C. So with this, we have completed MCQ. Let's move on to 2-mark question. Let's move on to section B. So here, question 21 to 26 I need to answer, which carries 2 marks. 21. So they said if the sides AB, BC and CA of a triangle touches a circle FDE, okay, which means BC is a tangent which touches at the point of contact D. Okay, so what is given? Given are the 3 sides. So AB, BC and CA are the sides of a triangle, okay, which touches a circle at point of contact DEF. So I can say BC is a tangent, CA is a tangent, AB is a tangent. So in order to prove AF plus BD plus CE is equal to half of perimeter of triangle ABC, I need to find what is AF first. So what is AF? A is, consider a circle. A is the external point on the circle. So from the external point, the tangent touches the point E and F on the circle. So AF is equal to AE, right? The length of the tangents are equal at the point of contact. So AF is equal to AE. Similarly, come to the next BD. So what is BD? BD is equal to BF, right? So B is external point and BD and BF are the two tangents from the external point touching the point of contact at F and D. So the length is going to be equal. Similarly, C is equal to CD. So the left hand side proof, I'm just taking whatever I needed and I have written here. Okay. So now let me name it as equation 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to add all the LHS of equation 1, 2 and 3. So adding 1 2 and 3, I will get AF plus BD plus CE is equal to AE plus BF plus CD. I'm adding all the right hand side and just keeping it on the right hand side. So name this equation as equation 4. Now compare to prove an equation 4. The left hand side has become equal. Only the right hand side is different. So in order to prove, I have to prove the right hand side as half of perimeter ABC, isn't it? So first let me check what is perimeter of a triangle ABC. So the perimeter of a triangle ABC is AB plus BC plus CA, sum of three sides of a triangle, isn't it? So how can I split AB plus BC plus CA? So AB is written as AF plus FB, right? So I'm splitting AF plus FB. Similarly, BC is written as BD plus DC, isn't it? Similarly, CA is written as CE plus EA. After specifying this, take AF, BD, and CE together, rearrange it. So AF plus BD plus CE, okay, and what is remaining? BF plus DC plus EA. So what is BF plus DC plus EA? Which is nothing but from equation 4, this is equal to again AF plus BD plus CE, isn't it? So I'm replacing here with from equation 4 the LHS AF plus BD plus CE. So it is going to be twice of AF plus BD plus CE. Why I'm replacing BF plus DC plus CA? Because my LHS has to be AF plus BD plus CA. That shouldn't be altered. That should be fixed. So it is 2 times. So perimeter of triangle ABC equal to 2 times of AF plus BD plus CE, which implies if I bring this 2 to the other side, half of perimeter of triangle ABC is equal to AF plus BD plus C. This is what I have to prove. Hence, proved. Let's do question number 22. So it is trigonometry based question. So first let me find out what is given from the question. From a point P on the ground, the angle of elevation of top of 50-meter tall building. So this is the height of the building, that is AB is equal to 50 meter, and I am just specifying it in the figure as well. So a flag is hoisted at the top of the building, and the angle of elevation from the point P to the flagstaff is 45 degree. So I don't know the height of a flagstaff, so I'm just making this as x. Okay, so BD is x meter. So what I know from the figure, I know in triangle PAB. Okay, I'm talking about this triangle. Tan 30 degree is equal to AB by PA. Why AB by PA? Because AB is opposite by adjacent, isn't it? So AB is 50 divided by PA. I don't know the foot distance. I'm just specifying as PA itself. And I know that tan 30 degree from the tabulation is 1 by root 3. Okay. So now cross multiply. So you will get the value of PA, that is 50 root 3 meter. Okay. Now, my aim is to find the length of a flagstaff, that is x, isn't it? So now I am going for tan 45 degree. So what is tan 45? That is in triangle PDA. Okay, the biggest triangle. Tan 45 is equal to opposite by adjacent, isn't it? So what is opposite side? That is DA. The complete height, okay, divided by adjacent is the foot distance, that is PA. So dA by PA. What is dA? dA is dV plus BA by PA. So now I'm going to substitute the value for tan 45 degree, which is 1. What is dB? dB I'm specifying as x, and BA is 50 divided by PA is a foot distance, which I got it from the previous value, that is 50 root 3, isn't it? So take it to the other side. So 50 root 3 is equal to x plus 50. My aim is to find the value of x. So transpose 50 to the other side. So 50 root 3 minus 50 is equal to x. Take common 50 outside. So it will be root 3 minus 1 meter. So the length of Flagstaff is 50 times root 3 minus 1 meter. Got it? Let's read the question and understand what is given from the word problem. Okay. Two dairy owners, A and B, sell flavored milk filled to capacity. So capacity indicates that I need to find volume. Okay. In mugs of negligible thickness. So thickness is negligible, which are cylindrical in shape. The shape of the mug is cylinder. So I know the shape of a mug is a cylinder mug, right? With a raised hemispherical bottom. Why they are saying raised, we will come to know in the next part of the question. So this is a hemisphere. It is projected inward. Okay. The mugs are 14 centimeter height. So the height of the cylinder is going to be 14. So I can specify h is equal to 14 centimeter and have diameter of 7 centimeter. So diameter is 7, which means radius is equal to diameter by 2. So I'm just keeping a 7 by 2 rather than making it as a decimal. Okay. Both A and B sell flavored milk at the rate of rupees 80 per liter. So what is given? Cost of 1 liter of milk is equal to rupees 80. Then the dairy owner A uses a formula pi r square h. The dairy owner A thought the mug is a cylinder in shape. So he used the pi r square h formula, okay, and he charges rupees 43.12 for it. Okay. So the dairy owner B is of the view that the price of actual quantity of milk should be charged. He thinks that the dairy owner A cost little bit price higher than the actual cost. Okay. So what is this view? Let us solve it. Okay. So dairy owner point of view is it has a hemispherical projection, isn't it? So that is a raised hemispherical bottom, which means the this hemispherical bottom will not hold the quantity of the milk. Think of a flask where the hemispherical projection is inside. So the remaining portion will be filled with the milk, isn't it? So I know the capacity of milk it can hold. Okay, that is the capacity of milk a mug can hold is volume of cylinder, that is a mug, okay, minus volume of hemisphere. Okay, why I'm subtracting? Because this is not going to hold any of the milk. It is a projected it is projected inwards, okay, in the shape of a hemisphere. So what is our volume of cylinder? It is pi r square h minus volume of sphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. So I know pi and r I can take commonly outside. So the minimum part will be R part 2. So the remaining will be H minus 2 by 3 R. So I'm going to substitute the values 22 by 7 into R squared is 7 by 2 times 7 by 2. H is 14 minus 2 by 3 times R is 7 by 2. So I'm cancelling 2 and 2 and 7 and 7 to 22 is 11 times. So the remaining will be 77 by 2 times. Inside the bracket, it is going to be 14 minus 7 by 3. So take LCM. So it is 42 minus 7 by 3. That is going to be 35 by 3, isn't it? So when I multiply 77 into 35, so this is equal to 2695 by 6 centimeter cube. Okay, so the capacity of milk is 2695 by 6 centimeter cube. But I know the cost of 1 liter of milk is rupees 80. So let me convert centimeter cube to liter. So 1 centimeter cube is 0.001 liter, or I can specify as 1 by 1000 liter. So now convert the capacity in centimeter cube to liter. So it will be 2695 divided by 6 into 1 by 1000. So now I converted centimeter cube to liter. Okay. Now how I will calculate the amount? So I have to multiply by 80, isn't it? This much liter I have. So 2695 by 6000, 6 into 1000 is 6000, multiplied by 80 per liter. Okay, if you cancel it, you will get your answer. Now you cancel 600 by 8, 8 ones are, so 8 sevens are 56, 8 fives are. So after cancellation again by 5, you will get 539 by 15. If you do long division method, you will get 35.93 rupees. So this is the price of 1 mug of milk according to dairy owner B. Isn't it? So conclude accordingly. Question number 24. For what value of n or the nth terms of two APs are equal? So the two APs are 63, 65, 67, so on. So this is one of the progression, and another arithmetic progression is 3, 10, and 17. So let me find nth term for both and then I can equate, isn't it? Because they said nth terms are equal. So an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. That is, a here is 63 and d is second term minus first term, which is 65 minus 63, that is 2. Okay, so the common difference is 2. So substitute here 63 plus n minus 1 times 2. It is going to be, evaluate the bracket, so 2n minus 2. So it is 2n plus 61. That is the nth term for the first arithmetic progression. So what is the nth term of the second arithmetic progression? A is 3, D is 10 minus 3, so the common difference is going to be 7. So nth term is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. A is 3, n minus 1 times 7. Again evaluate the bracket, so you will get 7n minus 7, which is 7n minus 4. Okay, now I am going to make it equal as the nth term of two arithmetic progressions are equal. So 2n plus 61 is equal to 7n minus 4. So I'm taking it to the other side. So 2n minus 7n. So transpose 7n to the other side. You will get minus 5n is equal to minus 65. So cancel minus. So you will get n is equal to 65 by 5, which is 13. So 13th term of an arithmetic progressions are going to be equal. Okay, conclude it. 25 is an internal choice question. You can either choose a card question or the dice question. Okay, let's see the card question. A card is drawn at a random from a well shuffled deck of 52. So what is the total outcome? Total outcomes is going to be 52, isn't it? Now, find the probability number 1 of neither getting neither a red card nor a queen card. What is the probability of first getting a red card? Getting a red card is 26, right? Nor a queen. So, red card is 13 plus 13, 13 hearts and 13 diamond, nor a queen. So, other than red queen card, there are two more queens available in black. So, it will be 28 by 52. Okay, but my question is probability of getting neither a red. Okay, I shouldn't get neither a red card nor a queen card. So, which means I have to subtract from the overall probability, which is 1. Okay, 1 minus 28 by 52, which is 24 by 52. If I cancel by 4, it is 6 times and this is 13 times. So, the probability will be 6 by 13. Now, second, I need to find probability of getting not a black face card, right? First, let me find probability of getting a face card. Okay, getting a black face card. So, how many black face card will be there? King, Queen, Jack of Spade. So, Spade and King, Queen, Jack of Clubs, right? So, 3 plus 3 will be 6. So probability of getting will be 6 by total outcomes, that is 52. But My question is probability of getting not a black face. Okay, so it will be subtracted from 1. So 1 minus 6 by 52, that is equal to 46 by 52. If you cancel by 2, it is going to be 23 by 26. So the answer is 23 by 26. Let's do the internal choice question. Two different dice are tossed together. So what will be the total outcome? So the total outcome will be 36, right? Find the probability of getting a doublet. So what is doublet? The two die shown the same face. So 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 5 and 6 comma 6. So what are the favorable outcomes? 6. Okay, so probability of getting a doublet is equal to 6 by 36, which will be reduced to 1 by 6. Let's do the second sum. Probability of getting a sum 10. So what are the favorable outcomes? It will be 4 comma 6, 5 comma 5 and 6 comma 4. Okay, so the favorable outcomes are 3. So probability of getting a sum 10, that is equal to 3 out of 36, which will be reduced to 1 by 12. 26th question. A chord of circle of radius 10 centimeter. So there is a chord. Okay, take AB as a chord and the radius is from the center, isn't it? So this is 10 centimeter. Subtend a right angle at the center. So this is 90 degree. Find the area of corresponding minor segment. So they are asking what is the area of corresponding minor segment, that is this one. Okay. So in order to find area of a minor segment, we have a formula, that is area of a sector, right? So what is sector? OAB. This complete OAB is a sector. From that I have to remove this triangle so that I will get this minor segment. So area of a segment is equal to area of sector OAB minus. So if I take a point here P, so it is a APB minus area of triangle AOB. Okay, so first in order to find area of a sector OAPB, either I can do it separately or I can do it together. So let me do it separately. So area of a sector OAPB is equal to theta by 360 into pi r square, isn't it? So what is theta? 90. 90 by 360 into pi r square. R square is 10 times 10. So they have already given the hint to use pi as 3.14. So I'm going to use that. 9 times 4. So 1 by 4 times 3.14 into 100. So remove the decimal. So you will get 314 by 4, which is 78.5 centimeter square. Now I need to find area of a triangle. So area of triangle AOB will be half of base into height. Okay, so that is equal to base. Since it is a right angle triangle, if I consider this as a base, this OB will be altitude, isn't it? So base is 10, OA is a base, and height is OB, that is 10. So if you cancel this, you will get 50 centimeters square. So now you substitute 78.5 and 50 in the formula to calculate area of a minor segment. So area of minor segment is equal to, subtract this, 78.5 minus 50, which is going to be 28.5 centimeters square. So this is your answer.